Gary Berghoff, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Madeline Rue, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rivers.
Thank you, Johnny. All good friends. Well, we're all old friends, aren't we?
We are.
I must say one thing. With Brett and Betty and Madeline all on the same show, gentlemen, our cup overfloweth, doesn't it?
Not to mention our ashtray.
Well, my cup doesn't overflow quite as much as Betty and Madeline.
No details, please. No names, please. Would you like to say hello to our two players over here, Paul Ator and Sharon Ferris? There. All right, Paul. Good evening, Sharon. Now, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself, Sharon?
Well, I'm a housewife. I'm married. I have 2 little girls, and I'm a part-time student. And we like camping and water skiing, tennis, lots of sports.
You're an outdoorsy type girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sharon, and good luck to you. Now, Paul, what about you? Where are you from and all that?
I'm from Trenton, Michigan. I'm an art teacher in high school. I am single, so I sublimate by traveling and collecting antiques.
There are better ways of doing it.
Not by sublimation.
You know, that's why he's single.
Good luck to you too, Paul. Now, I point out to both of you that you're going to be trying to match as many of our celebrities as you can, and the winner will go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. All right, Sharon, I'll ask you to make a selection here. Do you want A or B?
I'll have A, please.
A it is. Here we go. The nurse said, she said, that new surgeon used to be a basketball player. That's why he's in the operating room dribbling Mrs. Brown's blank. You don't believe that, but it says right there. That's why he's in the operating room dribbling Mrs. Brown's blank.
That surgeon used to be a basketball player.
He used to be a basketball player.
That's why he's in the operating room dribbling. Mrs. Brown.
Do you know what dribbling is?
Of course I do. It's when you go da-da-da-da-da.
That's what dribbling is.
I'd like to know what would he have been doing if
Have
he
you
had played
finished
football?
writing?
Yes.
Oh, that's splendid. There. All right. You finished there?
No.
I think I'll do the whole show from here.
Would you ask the art teacher if he thinks I have any talent?
The art teacher. Would you give that a grade?
I can tell
You
you.
grade A, B, C, D, or on a scale of 1 to 10?
Should better stick to dog.
Stick to dog. Oh, the light is on. There it is. Okay. Now, Sharon, the nurse said that new surgeon used to be a basketball player. That's why he's in the operating room dribbling Mrs. Brown's blank.
Appendix?
Appendix. That would be difficult, wouldn't it? Gary, what'd you say? She says appendix.
No, I'm sorry. I said kidney.
Kidney. All right, so far 1 appendix, 1 kidney. What do you offer, Brett?
Well, I ruminated about it quite a while.
I'll bet you did.
And then I thought, I'll do a little play on words.
Yes.
And I said tum-tum.
Tum-tum.
You know, like tom-tom and tum-tum. So you kind of had to be right there in the operating room, I guess.
All right. Charles?
Does that rhyme with jum-jum?
No hostility. Joyce Brothers is not here today.
And he didn't even show up last week.
Right.
Heaven knows where he was.
I don't match, I'm sorry, dear. But it's a good title if someone wants to buy a movie, Dribbling Mrs. Brown's
Mrs. Brown's
Bladder.
bladder.
It's a nice sound.
Yeah.
I am dribbling Mrs. Brown's bladder.
Mrs. Brown's bladder. Okay, so far we've got a kidney, a bladder, an appendix. We could put together a whole person here.
Real fun show.
Yes, it is. That new surgeon used to be a basketball player, and that's why he's in the operating room dribbling Mrs. Brown's
Bladder.
Appendix. You said bladder.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 bladders. And you, sir, what do you say about this surgeon?
Well, she was having a cesarean.
Oh, she was?
You've heard the old expression.
Yes.
You have a beautiful, bouncing
baby. Oh.
That's what he did.
Oh, that's the best answer.
That's how they got
that phrase now.
Okay.
Wait,
Up
what
on
is
your
it, a
three
boy or a
point.
girl? I don't know. He's still bouncing.
But seriously, folks.
Yeah, seriously, Betty.
Well, it took a lot of gall for this answer. Gallbladder.
Gallbladder.
Oh, I'm
Karen,
glad
I'm
we're
sorry.
over
Now,
that
one
one.
appendix showed up there. Now, Paul, this is your first round question. Here's the way it goes. Willie said,
What'd he say?
when I joined this circus, I had no idea my job would be so horrible. Twice a day, I have to blank the fat lady.
What? And quit showbiz?
Twice a day, I have to blank the fat lady.
I didn't even know Willie was in the
Weird
set.
Willie or-
No, just plain Willie. Willie said, when I joined this circus, I had no idea my job would be so horrible.
Read
Twice-
his lips.
Twice a day, I have to blank the fat lady.
He can't hear you.
Twice a day.
I have to blank the fat lady.
Okay.
I read your lips the first time.
He's got the same job as that guy in the circus.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Terrific.
Wait a minute. Good. Okay.
Lower tier is ready?
Okay. The lower tier is ready. Oh, good gravy. So is the upper.
All right.
Promises, promises.
Now we're all set. Paul, Willie said when I joined this circus, I had no idea my job would be so horrible. Twice a day, I have to blank the fat lady.
Wash.
Wash the fat lady. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. A school teacher, a lonely man. I mean, washing a naked lady would be a horrible experience.
Fatman, yes.
Okay, Gary,
I knew that man looked familiar. We both worked in the same circus. I said, Babe.
Babe.
Well, there's a book.
That's one for you, Paul. Brett?
Hi, Gene.
Hello, darling. Speaking of fat ladies, what is it?
Bone thin.
Bone thin. No, you have a
Bone thin.
divine
Well,
figure.
I've never
Yes.
been kissed.
Thank you. You should know.
Belongs to Andy Devine.
Oh, Helen, we're just joshing.
Yeah.
I said, it was sort of like bathing, except it's a little more strenuous. I said massage.
Oh,
Sort of like
Yeah, no.
kneading bread.
yeah, that's right. Now, Charles, we come to you, sir.
Are you an artistic art teacher?
Yes.
An artistic art teacher.
I was always, as a child, artistic.
You haven't changed, honey.
So naturally, I put wash, but
But
where does he do it?
where? I don't know. Probably all over.
No, he has to go across town to the car wash. She walks on all fours.
So, Paul, that's two for you. Okay, Madeline.
Yes.
I had no idea my job would be so horrible. Twice a day I have to blank the fat lady, and Paul said wash.
So did I.
So did you,
Yeah.
indeed. That's three for you, Paul. Now, Richard.
That's the old saying,
What's
clean
that?
mind, clean body.
Oh, yes.
Take your pick. Babe.
Babe. Okay. Four for Paul. Now, my dear.
I was always told to play hard but play clean, and I did not remember that at this point. I said he had to weigh the fat lady,
You had to weigh the fat lady.
and he didn't even walk
So
her.
there's the end of
We'll
round
teach
one.
you actually to criticize her art. Don't mind me saying so.
4-0 the score in favor of you, Paul. At the end of round one. Round two coming up after this message.
This program is brought to you in part by Kraft. Every mom knows everybody's
What we like. Around here, the dressing is Kraft.
Smile. Nice. Healthy white teeth? That's what I want, and that's what I get.
Because now, there's new Crest Extra Whitening.
Helps my natural whiteness shine through.
Beautiful.
Behind that healthy smile, there's a Crest kid.
Hello there. Okay, push this button. Go to round two. Let's see. Paul, you're ahead, so you'll make the selection. Do you want A or B?
B.
B it is. Here we go. Let's see who plays here. Brett plays,
I don't.
and Betty, just the two of you.
Before you read the question, would you like to look at the picture again and
get it straight?
give an
I
honest
take it all
opinion?
back. It's great.
Isn't it a good picture?
Terrific, yes. All right,
I
are you
don't
ready?
understand. She doesn't have any lights on, but only 2 people play.
No, we're playing with Paul.
What
This is
happened to
Paul.
what's her name?
See, I got
Well, he's ahead, so he goes first, you see.
Oh, I see.
That's the way we
We'll
do it.
explain the game to you one of these days.
What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want from her? It's only her second year playing.
She'll get the hang of it sooner or later.
He's playing
I
match
get it
game
now.
63.
What did
Read,
Mrs.
Gracie.
Ludden say?
Are you ready?
read the card, Gracie.
What'd you have in mind, honey?
Superman.
Oh, yes?
Superman said, the strangest thing happened. Ever since I was exposed to kryptonite, my blank glows in the dark. Big Brother is watching you.
Who said that?
Superman said
Oh,
that.
Superman said that.
Ever since I was exposed to kryptonite, my blank glows in the dark.
Lighting his way.
All right, Brett's ready, and Betty's ready, so we'll come on to Paul Ator. Superman said this, Paul, the strangest thing happened. Ever since I was exposed to kryptonite, my blank glows in the dark. Don't shake your head
Chest.
negative. Chest?
Yep. Big S on his
Be
chest.
nice with him. Be nice.
He said, wait a minute, there's some logic to that. He said the big S on his chest. And his chest, that whole area was inflamed and it was terrible.
They fooled the last one.
What did you say, Brett?
I said, now I'm going to say it the way Fanny would say it.
How would Fanny say it?
Fanny would say, his ass was glowing in the dark.
Well,
See, I cannot take full credit for this
why?
because I made an ass of myself too.
Oh, yes, of course.
It was
You
Richard's,
bet,
it was Richard's idea.
No, that's Paul.
Richard thought of it.
Well, with that answer, I guess, you could glow from both ends there. They take their pick there. Now, Sharon, you've really got your work cut out for you. You've got to match 6 celebrities to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Are you ready for this? Good luck to you. Here we go. Tonto, say...
Crazy about
Oh,
the horse.
Oh. Ooh.
Lone Ranger say what he mean by that.
He say, when Lone Ranger jump onto Silver, him get big surprise. Because me put blank on saddle. Everybody
I've got
play. You pale-face, you right answer. And bring to my dressing room in person.
Read it again.
Yes, indeed. Tonto say, when Lone Ranger jump onto Silver, him get big surprise. Because me put blank on saddle.
She didn't mean that part. She meant the
Oh, the good.
Don't mean nothing.
All right, ready, here we go. Sharon Ferris. Tonto say, when Lone Ranger jump onto Silver, him get big surprise because me put blank on saddle.
Tax.
Tack on saddle. He say,
I don't know where they would find tax out there.
no?
Where they... Well, I'm
They
assuming...
carry a toolbox.
assuming that
Surprise
they're
the heck out of him?
I guess they put the shoes on with tax, don't they?
Yes, nails, tacks, and all that.
This is really interesting, isn't it, folks? I'm sorry, I said sort of a natural tack, a cacti.
A cacti. That means Paul Aker wins again. What the rest of you have? Cactus, Jack, Green, Richard Potter. Congratulations to you, sir. You Uncle Faint. You stand by for a moment there. Paul says, I hope I don't faint. No. You all right? Take a deep breath, Paul.
And he'll hyperventilate.
Not you, Madeline. Paul, there. Okay. Now, Sharon, we're going to have to say goodbye to you. It was a pleasure meeting you, my dear. We've got a gift for you. Sharon Ferris. Let's say goodbye to her.
Goodbye.
Paul, you can get it all together here and think about what's going to come up here in a moment or so. This is where you have a go at the real big money, and we'll see how much you're going to win right after we see about these messages.
Let me tell you about how UC Lending dug us out of...
Now, and let's see what we can do for you.
Here's old Paul Lator. Are you ready, Paul?
I'm ready.
You got it all together. Now, it's time for the big money super match, where you can win over $10,000. Now, to do that, we have 2 audience matches for you, and whatever you win in these audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here comes the first one. We polled a recent studio audience and got their best response to this. Gary Blank. Now, the answer that audience gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. Then if you match the next one, you get $250. If you team up with that bottom one, you get $100. Now, 3 of our celebrities are permitted to help. Whom do you call on?
Richard.
Richard?
Gary Cooper.
Gary Cooper.
Betty.
Betty White. What say you to that?
Gary Moore.
Gary Moore. Okay.
Gary.
Gary.
Say it, Gary. I'll say it. I'll stick
All right, I'll say it.
All
Gary,
right.
Indiana.
Gary Indiana.
Not what he meant.
Well, Gary's not my real name. No, I'm only kidding.
Gary is your real name, isn't
Well,
it?
he knows the other one.
What?
But
Huh?
don't let him intimidate you.
Gary Grant.
No, listen. No. I think
I had it down, but I spelled it
Say
wrong.
it.
Charles was trying to get you to say Gary Berghoff because there was a studio audience that was in this building and you've been on the show and they probably would have said your name.
Well,
Maybe
you
you're
said
gonna
it, you said it all.
when they don't.
All right. Well, what is it? What, we going to let that answer stand? Gary, Indiana?
Well, he can choose whatever.
Okay. It's up to you. We got Gary, Indiana, Gary Berghoff, Gary Cooper, and Gary Moore. Do you want one of those, or have you got a better one?
I think I'll go with Gary Berghoff.
I hope you'll be very happy.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm married.
Oh, that's
Gary, you've got to
Gary
get out of
Berghoff
the
is the
closet.
one we are looking for. Isn't that interesting? Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. May we see the $100 response? Gary Berghoff, congratulations right off the bat.
But if I do the show a little more, I'll be more famous.
All right, so that's very interesting. I suppose Cooper or Moore are under the others there. Let's find out what's under the 250. Gary Moore is there. You think Gary Cooper's under the big one?
Yeah.
Okay, Earl, slide it. Gary Cooper is right. Now, Paul, you've won $100, which means that the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $1,000. But remember, you have another audience match to go, and you can add to that. Here we go with the second audience match. Slide it, Earl. Prince of Blank. Now, the 5, the 250, and 100 stay the same, and now 3 celebrities once again, Paul. Prince of...
Richard.
Prince of Richard.
Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales.
Brett.
Brett, have you got one?
What about the Prince of Darkness?
Prince of Darkness.
I believe that was in Hamlet, wasn't it?
Yes, of course, naturally.
And
Well,
Charles.
maybe they don't
Charles,
know about
have you
that
got
stuff.
one? The Prince of...
A fellow.
What?
What they used to say about me, he is a prince of a fellow.
Prince of a fellow.
Hey, Princess. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Charles?
are you from Gary, Indiana?
No.
Tell me the truth.
When did they stop saying that about you, Charles?
About 10 days ago.
I see. So you got Prince of Darkness, Prince of a Fellow, and the Prince of Wales. Paul, do you want to choose one of those?
Prince of Wales.
Prince of Wales it is.
Prince of Peace.
That's what we're looking for. Now let's begin down at the bottom and see if the Prince of Wales is hiding under the $100 response. Prince of Darkness. That's right.
When I sat down to laugh.
Yes. Prince of Wales. Let's see if it's under the $250 response.
No.
Prince of Peace. Uh-huh.
Now, nobody ever heard that term that is watching this program.
I bet you.
Wrong.
Prince of Peace.
Last chance for the Prince of Wales. Here's the $500 response. Prince of Wales, congratulations, you got it. All right. Now, Paul, here's the way it goes. You won another $500. We multiply that by 10, which makes $5,000. We add that to the $1,000 you won previously. That gives you a pot of $6,000 to shoot for. Now, to collect, you're going to have to match one celebrity head-to-head. This will have to be exact, and it's time for you to choose one now.
Richard.
Okay, Richard, you get ready to write. Paul, you face me if you would, please. Ready? Here we go. Worth $6,000. Blank Run. R-U-N. Blank Run. I'll give you both accents. Blank Run. Blank Run. Okay, he's finished. Now, Paul, have you been thinking about an answer?
I have.
Have you got one you think will match Richard's?
Home run.
Home run. That's the word, home run. You know, I've been racking my brain here trying to figure out what I said until you said home run. I didn't think of that one. I hope Richard thought of it, though. We'll find out right now, Richard, for $6,000.
I could only think of two. One is a show business term, dry run.
Dry run.
You know, the other was bull run.
Bull run. Yeah.
Well, listen, I gave him Gary Cooper, and he took Berghoff. Don't growl at me. I did the best I could for him. But home run is such a marvelous answer, and I'm sorry to say
it is excellent.
It never occurred to me.
I didn't think of it either until he said it. It didn't occur to me. Did you think of it, audience?
Now then, give it
Where were you when he needed you?
Sure, it's easy to think of it later on.
Okay, Paul, you've got a grand total of $600, and that ain't bad.
What's that?
Coming up next on Game Show Network.
Hi, I'm Marianne Coran. I know you get the final Jeopardy questions correct when you play at home. Now Game Show Network is in...
Right after Match Game, next on Game Show Network.
Just had to get in on the act to make their own fruit-filled, golden-baked taste sensation. New Quaker fruit and oatmeal bars, where the goodness of Quaker oatmeal meets the tastiest fruit.
As I was saying before this discount store microphone fell apart, and you didn't hear that, I was congratulating Paul. He's won $600, and he's very happy about that. What are you going to do with that bundle?
Pay my way home.
Well, we congratulate you. You're a splendid fellow, a nifty kid, and a peachy dancer, isn't he? Yes. There's Paul Ator. Thank you very much, Paul. We congratulate you. Paul Ator. Goodbye. Now, before we go, I want to remind all of you here that he's on MASH, and he's very funny on that show, and that's a marvelous show. And she's on Mary Tyler Moore, and that's a terrific show, too. And you were all just splendid, and we should look forward to... And you're on all the time? Well, I hope so. Gene Rayburn for Match Game PM. Join us next time. Goodbye.
Some contestants will receive from Fetters, the rotary-powered pickup, a powerful room air conditioner, so lightweight you want to take it everywhere you go. And from Dexter, a wardrobe of men's and women's shoes, from casuals to dress. Dexter shoes give you that sanity feeling every day. And Proctor Silex Counter Magic Toaster Oven, a two-tray toaster oven that also broils and pops up toast. Another superior design from Proctor Silex. And Prestone 2, winter-summer concentrate with its patented silicone Silicare formula, fights winter freeze-up, summer boil-overs, and rust and corrosion in all seasons. And for a smooth-running car, Castrol GDX motor oil for all models and sizes of cars, Castrol lubrication for cars, motorcycles, and snowmobiles. Speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Tubman production.